Welcome back to the Romanian Reaver channel with my playthrough of Neo Scavenger. Finding new ways to die edition. Okay, let's see. So, for once we're gonna take range and just be smart about it, because closing the distance doesn't seem to be working out too well for me, you know? But athletics should be useful. Okay, athletic. And hopefully we find something we can use in terms of weapons. Door shot. Okay, scavenge. Let's hope I get lucky enough to survive the first day. That looks like a luck. That looks like a lot of luck. $15.77. We know which one we're going with. Okay. Hey, get back on there. And you guys... Okay. And turn. You guys go to a dodo. Because I do need that stuff. Oh lord, do I need that stuff. Well, at least some of that stuff. I really should change the damn mouse, but can't afford it currently. I will be able to. Oh, thank the Lord. Is it a good one too? Quite a good one. Nothing's ever comfortable, sugar cup. Or buttercup. No damage, so we're happy for that. Okay, and turn. I got a collapse roof on me. Nice. And by nice I mean shit. Could lead to a lovely infection, of course, because I kinda deserve getting infections and shit, you know? Okay, let's continue being a retard. And when I say retard, I mean somebody who, even a person with a disability, would be like, yeah, you're a fucking retard. Let's see now, further down. Isotope mine. That's a new one. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna check that out before that. Because you know what isotope mine means, right? The possibility to get irradiated and maybe grow some abilities. Yeah. Definitely somebody would be calling me a retard right about now. Scavenge. I mean, the odds of us getting an infection have gone through the bloody roof, but at the very least, I'm finding stuff. Not particularly useful stuff, but I'm finding stuff. That's a doggo. He doesn't look too interested in me, so I'm not interested in him. Okay, what did we find? Oh yes, give me some of that stuff, but first let's eat some stuff. Then drink some of that. And turn. Climbing a barren hill, you notice a trail heading off into a narrow mine. Moisture-loving slime clings the walls, plastic deteriorates, eddies and swirls. Off to one side you notice a pile of bones. The large cracked skull reminds you of a moose, at least that's what you think it is. Ragged battered bones, bleached, a pair of men's trousers snagged on a bush nearby, died eating tainted meat. Wouldn't be the first time to fight the maggots for a piece of rotting animal flesh, you'd wager. The ravine walls pinch in the lips of an angry, disapproving spouse. Ducking under an overwhelming rock, you realize how vulnerable you are. Trapped in the narrow gut of the ravine and unable to climb the slippery slime-covered walls, you're easy prey. Maybe that's how they got the moose. Then you notice a sign, hard not to, hand-painted letters on weathered board, head height and hammered onto a rustic door. Isotope mine, beware of the tiger. Try to sneak in. You sneak up the door and reach the forward to push the door open. This door hasn't seen oil for a long time. Its hinges grown louder than your belly. Hopefully those inside mistook it for the wind. Cursing the ailing hinges, you push the door back closed and creep forward. The lobby is rectangular, empty, rough-hewn rough walls ooze discolored water that drips down into stagnant pools on the floor, lacking a spore, but you can easily make out another door at the far end as a bright light peeks out from under. There appears to be a lot of dark stains on the ground and decaying organic matter plastered on the walls, and it smells bad. Springing forward in a burst of adrenaline, you sprint for the door. Mid-stride, you're forced to swerve as a large animal unexpectedly lunges towards you from a concealed alcove. Desperately trying to sidestep its slashing fangs, you briefly wonder if you've fallen down the rabbit hole. That's a damn saber-toothed tiger. Feet skidding on the wet floor, you trip and slam into an angular wall. Momentarily stunned, you fling yourself backwards as the tiger, mouth agape, lashes at your throat. Regaining your footing, still dazed, you violently run, half stumble the door. Behind the door is the light. Safety. Must reach the door. Sweaty palms grasp the door handle and madly break it open. Falling through, you kick out wildly and the door slams shut just as the saber-toothed tiger crashes into it. Panting, gasping, you concentrate on staying still and calming your racing heart. Looking around, you are surprised to find yourself in a large, clinically white, well-lit room. Valves, shelves, and instrumentations are arrayed in neat rows along the walls. Disheveled signs of human habitation everywhere. Before you is a short, owlish man dressed in a dirty laboratory coat, peering through coke-bottled glasses. Radiation dosimeters cover his chest, all tinted deep red. Bending, he offers you an oil-stained hand. Struggling to your feet, you gather your thoughts. Bob, says the radiated mole, introducing himself. Damn tiger ain't been waking proper for days. Bad for business. Bob seems more concerned with the tiger than your well-being. Oh, Gertrude's mine. Saber-toothed tiger. Made her myself. Bob waves his hands, encompassing most of the well-equipped room. Surprising much you can rig with the right kit and plenty of time on your hands. Saw a fancy version once, in a museum. Made myself a copy. Metal version. Trouble is, certain folk just don't get it. Get that I provide a desirable service to the locals. Don't like what I do. Bob picks up a modified soup can and tosses it over to you. See that? RTG power cell. Couple of thermocouples hooked up to a Pew 238 isotope. Hot bricks, I call them. Enough power there to keep the lights on till winter. Dubiously inspect the can. You can see wires inside, a standard power connection on the base. It feels warm to the touch. Pu-238, as in plutonium? That's right, some customers don't like the side effects. I tell them that I live here, ain't done me no harm. Made me an animatronic tiger to deal with the angry ones. The Avon lady don't knock on my door anymore. Oh, no more. Know what I mean? Bob bursts into a fit of wheezing asthmatic laughter. So tell me, fella, what are you doing here, huh? Want my hot bricks? His voice darkens. Or to take what's mine, huh? He rests a hand on a nearby rifle. Had plenty of those types daily. Looters, bandits. Of course, none of them made past Gertrude out there. Or maybe you're one of the Good Samaritan types, huh? Can't see no halo, though. Bob peers at you suspiciously. Sure you ain't one of them government people? Bob becomes nervous, eyes bulging. That thorium reactor downstairs? Never touched it, never will. All that radiation therapy stuff? Still there. His tone becomes more agitated. You covered this place up and abandoned it. So I might have borrowed some ice stoves. What of it? Ice pop about the pop. Radiation Bob wheels the rifle, pointing it menacingly. Huh, buddy? What you gonna do about it? Ain't no time for no government. Hurriedly, you reassure Bob that you aren't a customer, looter, nor government agent. In fact, you inform him in your most sincere, placating voice that you're here to help. That's so, like a punctured balloon. Radiant Bob visibly deflates. You'll have to excuse my country manners then. Here, since I collected up those isotopes from downstairs, haven't been myself. He taps downstairs does mother spin to his chest. That big old reactor is leaking, I reckon. Had to weld the door shut to protect my manhood. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about computers, would you? I think Gertrude's brains are scrambled, outside of me expertise. Oh, he says distracted, and then becomes more animated. Oh, you mean the hot bricks? Sure, sure, think I've got a spare around here. Boxes are pushed about, papers displaced. What you got to offer? I think that'll work, he says, handing you the cell. He starts looking for a good place to put your payment and ultimately places it in a container on a counter. Turning back to you. Okay. Tell Bob we can't help. Well, guess I'll keep looking, he concedes. At least you ain't one of those bastards trying to steal my stuff, and no government agent either. His jovial outbursts sobers. You just watch out for them. Watch out for them, I tell you. Bob holds the door open for you as a sign of good faith. You still can't help stepping hurriedly through the antechamber though. Once outside, you cast a final glance over your shoulder and then exit the ravine. Pretty sure that'll cause long-term issues, but oh well. I've not survived long-term enough to actually have long-term issues. You know what? Let's go die. Because this thing will just chase me around. Yup. And I'll call it here now, ladies and gentlemen, because, well, I'm getting messages and I did go over time a couple of times, so may as well compensate. Plus, I'm feeling kind of sore in the personal area from this game. Ouch. Thank you for watching, or more precisely surviving up until this point, because guys know the editing's kind of interesting and my voice has a melodic tone to it. If you like what you saw, feel free to hit the subscribe button, like button. It does help out the statistics of the channel, gets more visible, you know, stuff like that. And to be honest, at one point I would like to actually make this a job so I can do better content with better quality, more games, more coverage, you know, stuff like that. Take care.